All right, you guys, and welcome back. So if you've been following, you already know I've just changed the CVT belt, and I'm working on now the spark plugs. I want to make this video very simple and very easy because it's not a very hard task. Again, getting to the spark plugs, there is a way to do this without camshell in the bike. You can actually get to your spark plugs through the glove box, but because I've already had the bike lifted up due to the CVT belt change, boom, I went on ahead and did the spark plugs as recommended at your 12,000 miles. I'm at 14,000 miles. So it is overdue. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock it out. So you see I've already started. I want to make this process very simple because it's not very hard, but you can fuck up. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, you guys, so I have the very first spark plug out. Because I did not show you this process yet, I'm gonna get into it with the second spark plug, but I just wanted to go through this myself and just kind of see how this thing worked out and see if there were any problems. Very simple, very easy to do, and as you see, I've got a ratchet, and this is an actual spark plug tool. So let's get in a little bit more into that before I take out the second one. And yeah, it should be very simple for you guys. So just comparing the two plugs, you can definitely see from the older plug, it's got some wear on it. Here's the new one, looks shiny, ready to go. And yeah, nothing too crazy. Again, these are supposed to be gaps, so the ones that come from the BLR Tuning from Bill. I've asked him before and he's confirmed it. And it even says on your packaging that they've been inspected. They are ready to install. They've been re-gapped or pre-gapped, I should say, pre-gapped. And so they're ready to go. And the gapping spec, I believe, is 0.7, 0.8 mil. So he should already have those pre-gapped. And that's kind of why I went with him. Some other companies may not pre-gap them. I didn't want to do all of that. Maybe you want to, maybe you don't. I didn't want to. So thank you, Bill, for already doing that for me. And yeah, so let's get into the tool that we need. So I have a 3/8 socket, and then I had to buy this spark plug puller. This one is a 5/8. Here we go. This one is a 5/8 and it fits in just perfect. It's an 11-inch, so it already came with this. It already came with the whole piece. And it's a like I said, it's a 3/8, so I don't have any focus. With this is that it has a little rubber gasket in it, or rubber boot, and you need that in order to securely get onto your spark plug. You got to have that. I have a 3/8 socket, and I could not grip the spark plug, so I had to run out and get this. This cost me about $10 from O'Reilly. All right, you guys, so it's definitely not too hard. I got the first one back in, pretty much ready to go. I just need to tighten up the little bolt here. So we'll go ahead and we'll start looking at the second one. So what you're gonna want to do here, you want to go ahead and unplug this. And it's a little bit difficult with one hand. Let's see if I can do it. Hold on one second. All right, so once you get this unplugged, you're gonna wanna get a Torx 30. And actually with this kit that I got from Bill, this looks like a Torx 30 Allen wrench. So I'm gonna go ahead, and it is. That one was very easy. Let's see. Let's get this guy loosened up. This is a grounding cable, I believe. Get this little guy loosened up. And sorry for the camera angles, it's kind of hard one-handed. Okay, so once we get that little screw out there, you're gonna come on with the coil pack here, and it does kind of move. Yeah, sorry about that, it does kind of move. And you're gonna kind of wanna wiggle it out the way. Let's see if I can't get something to kind of pry it up, make it a little bit easier. Boom, comes off. Just make sure you look at it. The little rubber boot is up here on top. Sometimes it comes off. And this is your coil pack. All right, I will move it to the side. I'm gonna take my 3/8. Oh, nope, that's the wrong one. We're gonna take the 3/8 spark plug puller. Has a little rubber piece on it with the little rubber boot on the inside. It's gonna be kind of hard to focus on that because there it goes. Little rubber boot on the inside. Push that down in. So before doing any ratcheting, just like to make sure that seems like I've got a grip on it, and I definitely do. Okay, get our ratchet. You guys just want to be careful. Don't go too hard on this thing when you are doing your righty-tighty, lefty-loosies if you don't know which way to go, because you don't want to overly you don't want to overdo this thing. So let me go ahead and ratchet this thing out because I need both hands, and pull out the second plug. All right, so here we go with the second one. It does take a little while. It does take a little while to get this little spark plug out. So you just gotta have a little bit of patience, but once you get it out, it's easy, there's nothing to it. So let me go ahead and get the second one back in. So with the coil pack, apparently they do like for you to put some of this dielectric lube or grease or whatever you want to call it on this boot here. So I'm going to do that real quick. I'm going to just put a little bit of this dielectric grease on here on this boot part. Again, I'm no mechanic, so I don't think on this particular brand here, so on this particular brand, you don't have to put anything on the actual coil itself, but it is good to put a little bit of this dielectric grease on this boot to try to weatherproof it from the elements. So I'm gonna do that and basically put it back in. So there's the dielectric grease. It is on there. So now to take the spark plug, I'm gonna drop it in, tighten it down, and put the coil pack back in. All right, you guys, so from there, once you get your spark plug back in, basically you just come back, put your coil pack back in. Make sure she's seated nicely. Plug it back in. Plug back in, and then you want to make sure that you have your grounding cable back. And for now, we'll just hand tight it, and that is basically about it. So I hope this helps you guys with getting the spark plugs changed. If you have any questions, please comment them below. I have one more to do, which is this last one back here. It's a little bit harder to get to this little screw here. It may be better to get on the other side. I'm on the right side, so it may be better to get to the left side. But I'll be a little stubborn and work it from here. Again, I bought my set from Bill, so he gives you this nice little 30 Torx bit Allen wrench, which fits perfectly in here. So I was able to break that free with that. Take that little screw out, unplug it, pull out the coil pack, use my 5/8 spark plug puller, basically pull it out, put the dielectric grease on the coil pack, and then put it right back. So it's very simple, very easy to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the last one in, and yeah, I'm ready to wrap this little job up. So I ran into a little problem here. I had to make sure the shell was lifted all the way as high as I could get it. This 11-inch bar, this setup is not necessarily good for this last one up towards the front, just because I didn't have a lot of I don't have a lot of space to move around, and it doesn't have a really big angle that I can move. So what I had to do was I had to get it in there, take me a pair of pliers, break it free, which luckily it worked. Make sure you get you a good pair of pliers that can break it free. Once it broke it free, then I'm able to just wiggle it around. It's not very hard. It's just a long process when you have to do this little part by hand. So yeah, you know, it is what it is. But as long as we can get it, that's what really matters to me at this point. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this thing up. All right, you guys, and that's gonna do it for this video. Looks like I got everything going. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Still took me a little while, but not too bad. Just make sure you have the right tool. That's the biggest thing. This longer one right here, maybe half the size of this would have been better. Maybe a 6-inch. I got an 11. That was the only thing they had that I seen. It worked well all the way up until that last one. It was just a little bit far, but I was able to make it work. So that'll do it for this video. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Ryker fam, you already know the vibes. Tap in and let's go.